In that old house, teetering on the edge of darkness and secrets, my mother always sternly forbade me from entering the distant storage room. Under no circumstances go into the distant storage room, she would say, looking at me with a tired gaze tainted with both fear and care. One day, when my mother left the house for some errands, an unknown force pulled me towards that distant storage room. There, behind the closed door where light barely seeped through the cracks, a mystery awaited, and I felt that the key to it was in my mother's hands. It didn't take me long to find the keys in her purse. She noticed the disappearance immediately upon her return. The hinges creaked, she roared, stomped her feet. But my honest admission that I was just now planning to check the distant storage room calmed her down. She even gave me a couple of dollars for chips. Everything would have been fine if not for those $2. At that moment, as I opened the door to the distant storage room, I felt something amiss, something ominous filling the air around me. The old wooden floor creaked beneath my steps, as if foretelling something sinister. I stepped into the dark abyss, enveloped in the scent of old things, locked away in this forgotten corner of the house. Amongst boxes and old furniture, I saw it, the wooden box with a carved lock. At first glance, it didn't differ from the others, but something about it lured me, something mysterious. As I began to open the box, I couldn't suppress the feeling that behind this door were answers to many questions that had puzzled me my entire life. Old newspapers, photographs, letters. I began to sift through the contents, delving into a past my mother had diligently tried to hide from me. Amongst the old belongings emerged a portrait that made my heart skip a beat. A boy, just like me, with the same facial features. But his eyes were empty, gouged out, as if cruelly taken away. In horror, I realized that this was the dead boy from the distant storage room. My brother. Excitement overwhelmed me, and I started pulling out everything I found from this wooden sanctuary. The assembled pieces formed a gruesome narrative, a tale of how my brother disappeared without a trace, and how my mother, driven mad by loss, believed that something sinister resided in his eyes. Fear gripped me as I learned that she had gouged out his eyes and severed his hands, thinking that by doing so, she would protect the family from something inexplicable. She concealed this horrific past, shielding me from the truth. But ultimately, her secret became a shadow cast over all my memories. The darkness of the distant storage room crashed upon me, like the grave of our family's secrets. I realized that now, with the gates open, there was no turning back.